Diablo Immortal. If you know anything about the drama surrounding this game, you'll know that there are basically two positions being held. One side is upset by the fact that Diablo Immortal is a pay-to-win money grab filled with microtransactions. The other position is that it's a phone game, and that's just how phone games are. Now, you can probably guess the position that I hold in this game. It is clearly a pay-to-win cash grab, and I honestly don't know how you can argue otherwise. But for some reason, there are people out there who either don't see it that way, don't care, or don't see why it even matters in the first place. But what I'm honestly most surprised by is the fact that when I go to the App Store, I see that Diablo Immortal has a 3.7 star rating with over 5 million downloads. Now, for those of you who are in the camp of how is it a pay to win, who cares even if it is, or just gives the excuse that it's a mobile game and that's just how it is, let me explain. For the people out there mocking those of us calling this a money grab by saying, how do you win in Diablo, and thinking this is a mic drop moment, not all games have an end screen saying you win or the end after winning the game, but all video games have a purpose. The point of Diablo games has always been to achieve the best building gear and the most optimal playstyle in order to destroy enemies faster and more efficiently. This has always been the end goal. Diablo 3 was about destroying rifts to build your character up to be a demigod, farming legendary, ancient legendary, and primal items. That has been the core mechanic of this game. A classic Diablo player who wants to grind for the best gear can never achieve their goal in this game. They can never win. The game is beyond pay to win because it is literally locking a feature that made Diablo appealing behind a paywall. If you do decide to play this game and you want to be a free-to-play player, you have a ceiling, and this ceiling does not come included with the best gear you can get in the game. You can't max your character out if you decide to go free-to-play. It's not even that paying money just speeds up the process of getting the best gear. It is literally the only way you can get the best gear. It doesn't matter how many hours you put into the game, you will never reach the goal. You will never reach that goal of maxing out your character. Now, you might be asking yourself, how much does it actually cost to max out your character? $15,000 on average, and that's just for one 5 out of 5 star gem. How many gems do you need to max out your character? 36. I'll do the math for you. $500,000 or more. Like I said before, there's no cheaper option to reach the end goal of this game, and they want you to spend that kind of money on a game that isn't even good. The game is lazy. And if you've ever played Diablo 3 in the past, you probably have noticed a lot of similarities between the two games. Spend $500,000 to get the best gear in a game that's not even good, has no content, and has a bunch of reused assets. And I'm convinced that the rating in this game is only as high as it is because the bar is already set so low to begin with. Every positive comment that I've ever heard about this game usually ends with, for a mobile game. This game has good graphics, for a mobile game. This game is really good, for a mobile game. This game literally creates two classes of players, the rich and the poor, or the rich and the I don't want to spend this kind of money on a mobile game. Why is this bad? Because every time we as players allow this behavior, the companies will get bolder and bolder, slowly pushing the line just a little bit more at a time. I don't know about you, but I don't want to see this being the norm across all games, where PC and console games get the same treatment. I don't want to see diminished and by design annoying games that stop being annoying if you just throw a little bit of money at it. Games like this being created by greedy companies where an initial price tag of $60 that earns them millions doesn't seem to be doing enough for them anymore. I'm tired of seeing lackluster games with no effort being put into it. So many games now seem to lack the passion they once had. It especially hurts if you've been playing Blizzard games, like me, for a long time. Watching the slow decay of once beloved games. Games that were once full of passion now seem like they either ran out of ideas and creativity or are just pushing out money grab content. Now, for those of you who think that I'm ranting because I just enjoy hating on Blizzard and hopping on the bandwagon for fun, you're wrong. I'm doing this because I want to see Blizzard do better. Just like with friendships, a good friendship is not someone who tells you you're perfect just the way you are. A good friend calls you out when you're in the wrong. A friend calls you out because they want to see you improve and be the best version of yourself, because they care about you and your future. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I know that people from Blizzard probably are never going to see this and probably won't even care if they did. The goal is more to convince you, the viewer. If enough people say enough is enough, we could change the direction in which games are going. If Blizzard made Diablo Immortal and everyone went the free-to-play route, Blizzard would have to react. They would have to change the game and realize that this is not what the consumer wants. But that of course seems like a stretch for now. With that being said, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Also, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.